Yes, sir. What's up, good people? It's your boy, D-Boy Henry Heck, back at it again with another video. And today, I want to go over a dev diary number 2 from the creators of the upcoming game Judas. They've got an article inside the PlayStation blog. And what I would like to do is go over that with you all. Now, before I get off into it, appreciate you for clicking on the video. Hopefully you stay throughout the whole thing. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe. Let's get into the B's and the E's. December 2nd, Judas developers Ghost Story Games discuss the origins of its main character. So this is going to be mostly about the main character of the game, Judas. Scroll on down into got some key art right here. Dev log number duh. For the good people, Kevin Levine. I mean, I'm thinking about music. I'm thinking about record labels. Ken Levine and team dive into the creative process and ideas that lead to Judas. You understand? I wonder if they're related though. You know, similar name, same last name. He's the creative director. What do I got going on? Creative director, Ghost Story Games. Hi everyone, it's been a few months since our first dev log. We are balancing time between working on a game and sharing our progress. I appreciate that. Today we want to give you a look at the creative process with some key members of the development team who have shaped the game. A little glitch right there. Creating a Judas simulator. People often think our games start with the story, but we pretty much always start with a core design element. In BioShock, it was the big daddy and little sister bond. In Infinite, it was the companion character Elizabeth. In Judas, it's the dynamic narrative. We asked ourselves, how do we tell a fully realized story where the characters can respond in real time to even the smallest choices the player makes? Interesting. Figuring out how to do that on a systematic level took many years. Eventually, the pieces formed around our main character, Judas, baby. That's a cool ass fucking name. Cool ass name right there. The project began with us wanting to tell stories that are less linear, that react to the player and unfold in ways that no one's ever seen in one of Ken's games. That told us a lot up front about what we need, namely characters with strong competing objectives who each had a stake in everything the player did. Starting with that framework, we spent a lot of time thinking about those characters, their conflicts, the right setting to force them all together, and the systems underpinning it all. For a long time, there wasn't even a set protagonist, just sort of a cipher. A blank slate. So for a long time, they didn't even have no main character. They were just out here cooking, stewing, and brewing. You know what I mean? So let's scroll on down into the actual character portion right here. Okay, so we got some visuals, some key art right here. See a young lady. Well, I won't know how young she is, the age. We've got this device on the back of her left hand, as it were. A little circular device. Okay. And you know what I mean? Pretty average looking dress right here. Little yellow tank top. Black jeans with some rips and some Converse. All stars. Baby. Okay. See if we can get some more. Where I think Judas... Okay, that's some... Scroll on this now. The stream of consciousness became the touchstone we kept coming back to for character and ultimately the entire game. Judas, as she came to be known, understands machines in a way she can never understand people. That became her greatest strength and greatest weakness. We put her in a science fiction world, a colony ship filled with robots. a futuristic setting that makes someone like her extremely powerful. But it's also a world where personal success hinges on how well you can conform to the rules, because dissent would lead to the failure of the mission. What is the mission? That makes her an outlaw, a pariah, a Judas. Oh yes. That tension at the heart of the character came to inform everything about the game, which we stopped thinking of as an FPS and started calling a Judas simulator. Everything comes back to that core idea of you interacting with the world as Judas. That's cool. Okay. I wonder how deep we as the player gonna be able to go with this, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? What all systems we gonna be able to interact with? Cause sure, it's obviously a first person game. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some shooting, gonna be some booting. You know, I wonder what all RPG style elements are gonna be inserted in here. You know what I'm saying? Cause from what I know, this individual was a troublemaker. This individual was moving and shaking like Kevin Bacon, and shit went awry. You know what I'm saying? So this version of the character is not even the original character. This is a 3D printed version of a character that was, you know, smoked like a Newport baby. And this ain't spoilers. This information is out. This information is out for the good people. So since folk know who you were, how will they react to you now being back? You know what I mean? Are there I don't want, not lawmakers, but like a version of the police on this ship that will, you know, react to you in a negative manner? Or are you just operating in the shadow? I'm curious as fuck. I'm super curious as fuck. That's the reason I want to talk about this game, cause initially when it was revealed, I was interested, you know, just by nature of it being the first person. But, you know, in looking into some of the lore and some of the stuff they got available, an overview they have available for the boys and girls, the fellas, the fellas, the good people to dive off into, it made me even more intrigued. Thus, reading through this article right here, I'm even more on top of that. I'm double even more intrigued. Maybe even intrigued times 3. I want to know. I got to see what's coming and going as far as story, mechanics, visuals. The visuals from what we seen did look good, but you know, of course, they got time. They got time to keep polishing and working and making it look even more spectacular. I'm just really curious about these systems and how the people inside of the world will react to you as a character who was carrying on, engaging in some foolishness. You know what I'm saying? By nature of just how people were living on this ship, engaging in some foolishness. But hey, I'm not gonna keep y'all no longer. I just really want to read a couple pieces up out of this. I'm gonna drop a link inside of the description so you can go on in there for yourself and read through it, check it out, go to the official website, get a hold of that information I was mentioning as far as what was happening and how this scenario came to be video game wise. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Since I brought it up multiple times, why don't I just go over here? I come over here to the official site and then we can check it out and, you know, read out what I was referring to. In the About section, it says, "Fix what you broke. A disintegrating starship, a desperate escape plan. You are the mysterious and troubled Judas." It would be cool if it's pronounced like that, Judas, instead of Judas, but it's not. Your only hope for survival is to make or break alliances with your worst enemies. Will you work together to fix what you broke, or will you leave it to burn? Characters, Judas. Right, this is the individual you'll be playing. You are Judas, born into a colony ship headed for a distant planet. You rebelled against a society controlled by machines. Your keen understanding of how to manipulate the world through code turns you into an enemy of the state. When the ship's leaders, the Big Three, tried to turn you into a model citizen, you sparked a revolution to burn it all down, losing your life and nearly destroying the ship in the process. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean. In the aftermath, you're reprinted back to life, chosen by the ship's AI to complete the mission and bring humanity to its new home in Proximia. But to succeed, you will have to join forces with one of your worst enemies, the Big Three. Tres Grande. Huh? This is who you got to join forces with. And that's just the overview I was referring to in previously when I spoke to all the information is out, whatever, so I'm not doing any spoilers. I just wanted to come over here, go through that with you all, you know what I mean, in case you didn't want to click the link, in case you ain't want to head over there to the official site and read the information, because I know how it is sometimes. I know how it can be. But that's all I got for you right now. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe if you want to. I'll catch y'all outside the next one. I'm